What up YouTube, Topaz Yates back for another review. This was to that Styles P and Dave East Beloved, and I'ma give this one the low end green light right here, dude, because there's a bunch of elements about this that I really enjoy, you feel me? Like, I like the chemistry that Dave East and Styles P have with each other. I like the fact that that is helping Dave East push forward. I like a bunch of the songs up on here, but the core problem that I have with it is this project, it wears on. And that all really stems from the fact that these two individuals right here, individually, they are very reliant on quality production. You feel me? Especially when you look at this project where there's very little actual versatility happening here. So therefore they have to have the best pristine beats all the way through. And they got some really good production. Don't take this away from them, man. But yet, I only really rock with 3 to 4 of these joints, man. The other ones, they begin to fade on me because they're lacking in the production department. But this is a project where an individual was able to create and craft a project with his particular hero. It shows you exactly how great the outcome can be. Because it's obvious based off the effort that Dave East put into this one, and 2, just the fact that Dave East and his rhyme scheme is somewhat similar to Styles P and all of this, man. Now you can tell Styles P is one of his heroes, somebody he's always wanted to do music and stuff with. So when that happens and the person that you're looking up to isn't on some nonsense that's actually there to try to help you, that you'll actually collaborate with and push forward with and such, you can create great music and it can help you get pushed to the next level, as it so seems here. Like, you can look at it like, you remember Watch the Throne, where Kanye was heavily into that project. He really wanted to do stuff with Jay-Z, and you could tell based off the balls that Kanye was spitting. He was actually really invested in that, even though Jay-Z wasn't. But ultimately, the fact that they did a project together, it helped Kanye for that particular moment, man. And I feel as though the same kinds of things is happening here, because Dave East is one of those dudes that I call the hustle rappers. Pretty much, all of his whole rhyme scheme and his balls and stuff that he did was pretty much based on hustle lifestyle. It wasn't like core great punchlines. But there's a big difference in this project than a bunch of his previous projects, because his punchlines here was that much better. And I seriously attribute that to the fact that he's doing a project with someone he really wanted to do a project with. So therefore, he's bringing his absolute A game every track, every chance he got. He's going to try to put in any kind of ball that he can think of. And I really like that about this. But let's go ahead and break down this project, man, starting with the core concept, where it's called Beloved, and they break that down in the very first track, where they're saying David breaks down to beloved, like that's the actual meaning in a bunch of different texts and such. As of course, it's Dave East and David Styles. For those of you who don't know Styles P's real name, it's David Styles. So just based off the fact that their first names are Dave and David, they decided to go ahead and name the title off of that and just go for what they know. But let's go ahead and start talking about my favorite songs off this project, man. Starting for that For My Homies, where this song, love that production. Like, this is the kind of production that they needed in order to go through and just spit the way they wanted to spit. Where there's some core punchlines being had here, like how Davey said, we ain't talking soda, but yet I've seen dope fiends leave with a coke and a smile. How he said that Styles P don't write, and I pray to not see a pen. Like, that's a play off of like writing and jail and all of that stuff. Like, I enjoyed that. How Dave East said that he'll cook you over a grill like it's hibachi and such. Like the hibachi restaurants where they cook everything in front of you and all that, but cooking people is as far as like, if you want to look at it in basketball terms, you do somebody up, cross them up, or it can be seen as you killing people and all of that stuff. Like, I enjoy these balls. As the same format is for my next favorite song, that Shout Out to the Hood, where this is them just spitting on top of the right production for them to be spitting on. Like how Dave East is saying how he fell back from the rock like Jay hyphen, and that's a play off of him stopping selling drugs, and how Jay-Z left Rockefeller. How he decided to start an empire, so he started breaking down cookies in the crib. a play off of the TV show Empire with a character named Cookie. But yet it's all based off of him talking about drugs. How he said that his weed is the color purple and think of Whoopi when it's lit. And he's talking about the actual movie Color Purple with Whoopi Goldberg in it, but he's talking about the strain of weed that he likes to smoke. While Styles P is doing his thing as well, man, like how he said he'll take you on the ride of your life, but he ain't no Uber. How he's making this Disney money, but he don't rock with you goofies. How if you're not smoking gas, then you can just get siphoned. That was definitely my favorite song, man, just based off of the balls and the quality production, how that track overall came out. But my last favorite song off this would be Cut from a Different Cloth, where basically the same premise and everything as well, was a dope beat and they're just spitting on his same particular things, like Styles P saying that he's like Darth Vader, how he'll choke you all the way across the room. Like, that was pretty fire. Also, like how Styles P said that we could touch the good book and make the scriptural move, just like how we could touch a killer and make a pistol move. Like, these are solid performances right here, man, but you can tell it's all but the same things being said consistently. I mean, there are some elements in here where there is a bit of versatility, like that do you know what time it is? This is easily the most versatile joint off of this, but yet I really wasn't feeling the production, and I just don't feel as though it came together as good as it really could have. But yet, I like how they broke this down as they're going back and forth. But yet, they started it off as Dave East in the nightlife, starting at 12 in the morning, going till 6 in the morning, from hour to hour to hour, talking about everything that he's doing, while Styles P is the early bird out there getting his hustle on, man, starting from 7 in the morning, and they're both up doing stuff at 12 p.m. And then they go through and talk about exactly what these terms mean to them individually, from daytime, nighttime, to the hype time, to the worst time, and stuff like that. They're pretty much listing it for each other, and they're talking about what that means to them, and it's different and such, man. Definitely a solid, well thought out track, but I feel as though it could have been much better if it were better put together, but it was enjoyable though. Another song where they tried to do a little something different here would be Thoughts and Models, where this was going to be the like only song dedicated to women, quote unquote, and you can tell how uncomfortable they somewhat are doing that, and the song just didn't pan out very well. Exotic was something where they tried to go in and talk about just having exotic cars, exotic women, exotic anything. Like, it was simplistic, just like everything else was simplistic, but same kind of pitfall for the rest of the joints, man. The production just really wasn't there, and it really wasn't like versatile enough to actually hold the whole project down. And really the last song that I'm going to talk about here would be that Load My Gun, and I guess we gotta talk about it because the Lox is on it. And to be real with you, I've always been more of a Jadakiss fan than a Styles P fan, but yet this was one of those that you saw on the track listing, like, that's gotta be the most fire song off of this because it's the legendary Lox, all of them together, and Dave East. But yet when you listen to it, it's the disappointing track where the production ain't all the way there, the verses really wasn't hitting on the levels that other songs was hitting on here, man. Like, you would expect more from the likes of Jadakiss, and the hook was pretty bad as well, man. Just an overall disappointing joint. But overall, man, this is definitely a great throwback to the 90s grimy hip-hop days, and it's done rather well, man. Tastefully done. It definitely had the potential of greatness, but it fell just a bit short of that. So overall, I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of the 10. Definitely one you should guys go ahead and peep on out. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.